In today's video, we'll be using the new recall spell in Clash of Clans. That is right. If you guys did not know, I just maxed out this spell, and this is probably my favorite spell of all time in Clash of Clans, because literally you can just do some insane stuff with it, and I want to showcase it here to you guys today, so let's get right into it. So you can use the recall spell in a few different ways. My favorite way of using it is actually using a queen walk and then picking up the queen right after. Actually either pick off like Town Hall, maybe clean up the side of the base, that way I can use it later on. So you see this attack here is literally what happened is I started on the bottom side here, and I attacked just to kind of clean up, make a little funnel, and try to get my queen to go inside the base to pick up the Town Hall, then use my recall spell to actually save her from the poison effect. So you can see I'm summoning my E-Drag, my baby dragon on in here, and of course they're going to get some massive picks, and they're just going to clean it up slowly. But you see, my queen is slowly but surely going to get to the middle of this base. So once she does get there, she will actually get the Town Hall pick. And once she does get that Town Hall pick, what I'm actually going to do is recall her, so that way she doesn't get affected by the poison spell, and that way I can actually clean up with her on the opposite side of the base. Because you guys did not know, I use Yetis and P.E.K.K.A.s, and they have sometimes a bad tendency. They go to the opposite side of the base where you don't want them if you don't funnel properly. So if you want to actually use our queen again in that kind of manner, clean up maybe the opposite side, you can see our right side is very much clean. However, our left side isn't, so that's why I use my queen to actually clean up the opposite side, and that way she can make her way around the base while my actual other troops go into the center of the base to clean up the core. So you're going to see exactly that. Now my queen and all my other stuff is going to go in the middle base, while the queen's going to go on the outside and chill. And since there isn't anything strong on the outside of the base to actually take on my queen, you're going to see my queen's going to survive most of this attack. And my troops are actually just going in the middle base and clean on up. And of course I'm using my spells and be careful with this, and that way I can get rest of this. So honestly, the recall spell is just so good with a queen walk, but you can use it in a few other manners, maybe to save some heroes or do a hero dive. But I want to show you guys another use case in a live attack. So let's get right into it. Also, before we actually get into our attack, we can actually buy ourselves a hammer building and upgrade our clan castle to max. Because literally, I've been grinding Town Hall 15 so much recently, it's actually been insane. I'm literally already upgrading one of the Inferno Towers to max. I just need to upgrade 2 more, and I literally will be able to upgrade 1 more as soon as I have builder available. But I should be able to upgrade my clan castle with just the hammer building. And with that, we actually got our clan castle upgraded. Oh man, no way! You seriously have to have a builder in order to use a builder of oh, that doesn't make any sense. Well, at least you know what I'm gonna use my hammer building on next, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, let's just get in the attack. Okay, so we're gonna attack this base here and actually try to use our RC to actually clamp a bit, and maybe try to save our RC or even use our queen depending on the situation. So first of all, we're gonna actually summon in our king from the top side with a actual E-Dragon. Now, I'm gonna just have my king and E-Dragon actually clan on up, and if everything goes accordingly, we should be able to actually just pick off a lot of stuff with this. And then I'm actually gonna use my siege to go from the top as well, because I want to either send my RC in or my queen in that actually get the Town Hall pick. I will say the new Town Hall 15 defense is actually insane. Like, it is super strong. Like, I thought it was gonna be like another Town Hall 14 defense, which is gonna be pretty strong, right? Like, it's pretty busted. But the actual overall damage plus the radius being bigger on it actually make it such more tougher to deal with that it's actually like ridiculous. I honestly thought it wouldn't be as bad to deal with, but it's kind of insane in all honesty. So what we'll do here is we'll use our queen to clean out this side, and we'll only drop in 4 over healers for the time being, so that way we can actually pick her on up. Because remember, if you drop 5 healers, you won't actually be able to pick up your queen, so we're going to take full advantage of that. I'll actually drop a baby dragon on the opposite side to actually help her clean up, and that way we can go for a nice little dive. So if everything goes accordingly, we should be able to just drop in our RC, queen, and stuff, and then she'll be able to go in the center of the base and have no problems actually dealing with any of this. So our queen's going in here. She's doing a really good job. We might have to activate her queen ability right here, so we're going to do that. So that way she gets the pick. That'll be good. And she's going to the middle of the base. We're of course going to freeze the warden effect. And with that, we're looking to be on a good start. Now, what should happen here is we should be able to easily pick up the Town Hall, as long as the Town Hall doesn't pick up our queen. But with that, we'll be off to a good start. So they're going to get the Town Hall pick, get Town Hall pick. We're going to recover our queen also healers. And then we're going to drop them on the opposite side of the base while the RC actually gets the pick. And now what we'll actually do too is be careful right here, because our RC is dealing with the eagle, and our RC is probably going to go down that. But the good thing is, since we saved our queen right here, we can go for another hero dive. So what I'm actually going to do here is let our queen pick up this, and then we're going to drop in our troops on the opposite side of the base. And since we're rocking Yetis, P.E.K.K.A.s, and also witches, we can drop our witches from the far right, and that way they can actually go over here and clean on up. Now our warden is with the queen right here, which is not the best thing in the world. I should have dropped the warden a little bit further. That way it could help clean on up. So I didn't really put my queen in the best spot possible. I should have probably just grouped them up all together right there, so that way I could have cleaned up the rest of the space. I also didn't drop all my earthquakes for some reason. I thought I did, but whatever. So there's going to be only like a 2-star attack, but we did get a ton of loot out of this. Almost basically 80% of a million. We only got 60%. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. But that's a really good way of using the queen if you just want to go for a Town Hall picks, or maybe just readjusting your race in the way you want to attack. Okay, so for our next attack, I want to show you guys how to actually use the recoil spell with actually not a hero dive, but actually a CC dive on the town hall. So of course, we found this amazing base that has over 1 million loot, which is fantastic. And of course, if we do win this attack too, we will get access to the 5-star bonus. So it'll be amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send in my queen into the base to actually pick on up. But I think I want to start with the actual left side here. So first of all, we're going to drop in 1 baby dragon just to kind of pick on up to see where there's going to go next. And then with that, we're actually going to drop in our actual, probably our queen and king to actually clean it on up on the opposite side. So we're going to drop in our king this side. We're going to let the baby dragon do his thing. Once he does that, I'm then going to drop in the E-dragon. E-dragon's going to get a pick on the collectors. The queen's going into the base, which is fine. I actually dropped the queen instead of the king, which is not what I meant to do. But I guess that doesn't really matter because as soon as the queen actually gets access to the actual base, we'll be fine. We're gonna use our skeleton spell to, of course, trigger the town hall. So we're literally just gonna freeze this, and of course everything goes good. We should be able to trigger that. I didn't trigger it properly, but whatever, that's fine. So we're gonna do that now. Our queen's doing pretty good. We're gonna rage spell. We're gonna then, of course, freeze the actual town hall and stuff. If I can trigger it, that'd be great. And then we'll be good to go. The town hall didn't actually get triggered for some reason, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. So we're gonna reactivate it. Is it? Oh my god, are you kidding me? I didn't realize this town hall is literally getting upgraded. So I was like wondering, why is the town hall not getting triggered? This town hall is literally being upgraded, so I literally would have such a terrible demonstration. Whatever, I'm just gonna clean up this base and just jump into a different attack because I just need this loot at this point. That was just unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna attack this base here and do a actual CC dive. This time it's gonna go properly, and the CC is not upgrading. Not CC, the town hall is not upgrading, so we don't have to worry about that. So what I'll probably do is attack from the top side here with our actual king first, and use our E-dragon to kind of clean it on up, so that way we can get rid of the splash. And I'm of course gonna drop in, I want to drop in my siege really bad, but I probably won't. I'll just probably use my actual troops to go through the middle of the base. So I'm gonna drop earthquakes here, they get a pop, so when we get that pick, that'll be good. And then we'll start dropping in our queen in just a second here. So we'll drop our queen in now. We'll actually drop in our healers, of course, because we're not planning to really use any of our troops too much. And then we're gonna drop in, of course, our yetis from this side. Now I am going to drop the actual baby dragons on the opposite side just to make sure that the yetis don't funnel the wrong direction, because we don't really want that. So we're going to prevent that by doing so. And of course we're going to actually drop in our P.E.K.K.A.s now and vibe for a little bit. Our queen's doing really good. We don't have to worry about her for a while. She actually should go into the base, which will be nice. And with that, we'll be in a good spot. So we're now going to drop in our witches, our actual champion, and then we'll probably drop in our siege too. And then of course we're going to phrase the actual this, and then we're going to rage in here. And with that, we'll be in a very good spot. We'll probably use the warden effect in just a second here, the saber thing. So we'll warden up now. And with that, we'll be in a good spot. We're actually going to then activate the town hall by using a skeleton spell. Then, of course, with that, we're going to freeze that. And with that, we can actually use all the loons from our CC to actually pick off the actual town hall. And then we can actually save them 2 with that effect. And then we saved 8 of our loons to actually clean up on the opposite side of the base, and plus some of the skeletons left over, which is honestly kind of crazy to think about. That actually worked, and you can do that kind of stuff with the actual recall spell if you plan it just right and execute it just as good. So yeah, I think we're honestly going to easily 3-star this base just because of the fact that, you know, we have a ton of loons and stuff, and we can use kind of like most of our things to clean up too. The only thing is the air defenses and stuff left over. But the good thing is, since we have a queen with our healers left over, they're easily going to get through this, and we'll have absolutely no problem with it. So this is another use case you can use the recall spell for to do some insane plays. I cannot wait to actually see some of the crazy teams in Clash of Clans competitive scene to use the recall spell and see what they do next with it, because this is probably going to be some more crazier stuff that they're going to think of that I'm just not thinking of already. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think it's insane. Best spell in the game released by far. And with that, we have 3-starred another base with the recall spell. Man, this spell is amazing. What do you guys think of the recall spell so far? Do you feel like it's your favorite spell they've released so far? I'd be very curious to let me know what in the comments down below. If you guys did find this video interesting or learn something new about the recall spell, then make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed, because I do plan to do more videos on Clash of Clans once I max out more stuff. I want to do a video next on the max level barbarians, so get subscribed so you don't miss out on that. Until then, I'll see you guys for another video. GMAN out.